What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Adrift. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we continue to look for the mobilist backup. I think it might be this thing right here. That looks kind of like a mainframe room. It's got the little knobby thing on the end with the little area that you climb up and around through, and it's color-coded properly. So that might be our guy. It's hard to tell, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to float over here and have a look, although our oxygen situation is a little bit untenable. I think we've got enough so long as that's dropped at least 2 canisters. I might be able to go through it and sort it on out. But welcome on back. In the previous episode, we had drifted a little bit. I've been trying to figure out where we're supposed to go. This has been altogether a bit of a confusing situation for me because there's stuff all over the place in the debris. You kind of got to sort through it. Oh, I think that's our guy right there. I think I finally found it. Oh, we're on now. We're on now. No, don't knock that oxygen canister, you idiot. Here, just grab that one, yes. Grab that one, yes. There you go, perfect. Well executed, that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that thing's busted as hell. Well, maybe this is our guy. I think it is.
Activating mobile assistant terminal. Mainframe online. Initializing hand 4 EVA diagnostic sequence. EVA integrity repair detected. Initialize EVA integrity repair. EVA integrity 100%. Exit EVA diagnostic environment. Initializing cerebrum core diagnostic sequence. Cerebrum core corrupt. Cerebrum core fabrication required. Initiate cerebrum core fabrication. Cerebrum core fabrication complete. Cerebrum module repair required. EVA life support systems firmware v2.51 repair complete. Hand 4 mobilis mainframe online. System function 86%.
Alright, so that's done. We got 1 oxygen canister left over on that side, but that's the final mainframe piece. So I'm leaning towards the fact that what we need to do now is we've got to go back to the central station. If we can get back to the central wheel, which was... where's the central wheel at? There it is. So if we can go back to the central wheel, we got to go to each one of those little corridors on the sides now, and I got to hit those consoles to reactivate everything, but I think that...
Incoming communication. Encrypted personal log. Astronaut, Olivier, Sebastian, 27, April, 2037.
I have been profoundly changed by my experiences in space, but not in the ways others have. I never want to go back. I never feel the euphoric connection to every living being on Earth, as others describe. From the moment my feet touch the ground again, I experience profound emptiness and the insatiable urge to flee. I am instantly drawn back to the unknown, to selfishly satisfy my ego and desire to explore the universe and discover greater meaning. I never forget the quote from Adr1ft during the first Gemini spacewalk. I'm coming back in, and it's the saddest moment of my life.
Yeah, I don't feel that euphoric feeling of brotherhood towards human beings either. I've spent too much time in transit. Too much time in traffic, too much time commuting. Like, nope, absolutely not. That is not a feeling that I share, sorry. It's not one that I have inside me. I like certain people, But the second we get on the 80, you're my enemy. Sorry. It's a war zone out here. It's Mad Max. It's Fury Road. Got my face all painted up. Just witness me! If you want the 680 junction, get on the 680 junction when you see the sign, not when you see the off-ramp 30 feet away. Ah! Exactly. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. Oh, look, you're going to wait to merge until the lane runs out and forces you to merge. Fantastic. Oh, you're not going to do the zipper formation either. We're not going to go one by one. You're just going to ram yourself in there, cut somebody off. Yeah, that's fine. Just double up. That's cool, man. I hate traffic. I hate traffic so much. I hate it. This is taking a lot longer than I expected. Floating back into station took a while. Is that a hole in the side of the station right there? I might be able to get back in. There's so many windows in this game, and so few of them are broken. That one looks broken, I think. And if it's broken, that means I can go inside of it. Yay! I think that when they fixed our structural integrity, it means that we no longer leak oxygen now that we're in space. That would have been another one of those things that you would assume that just the spinny repair thing would fix that for us. Yup, it's a blowed out glass window. Oh, we got this now. So if I cut left, we should have one of the terminals, so I'll activate that on the way back in. That's what I was hoping I could do. Because I didn't realize that I was supposed to be going back the way that I came. Every single time we finish an objective, I've been shooting the gap just like I just did. And that means that I haven't been hitting the terminal on the way back. And so, you know, the quickest way in between 2 points? A line, a spacewalk. This seems so incredibly dangerous to me. Like, so easy to just, like, pop your suit and do something stupid. There we go. And so if we hang a lefty right here, we're back inside the station. This will be one of the first. Did I get Vocalis already, or did I forget to do Vocalis? I may have forgotten to do Vocalis. Let's try.
Vocalis filtrum coolant module offline.
Let's attempt to reconnect. Yes.
Vocalis filtrum coolant module online, and for filtrum coolant system operating at 50%.
Okay, so when we get back into the central corridor, we're going to hang a right. That's going to allow us to slot back in the Spiritus system, which I think was the power system that we had been fiddling with. I'm actually going to try and grab... No. There we go. Once you start knocking those bottles around, it's easy to lose them forever. I thought maybe it'd give my suit more armor when we did the last upgrade, but it looks like it just fixes the O2 leak. It's possible that it makes us a tad more resistant to damage, like we can bump into walls as much as we want now without having to worry about it. That'd be super sweet, and I would appreciate it. But if that sweetness eludes us, oh well, I'm not going to cry. Did I seriously miss that this entire time? What is that? Oh, it's my personal property. I guess that's my mainframe backup. Personal property collected for Oshima Alex. Okay, we've already done this vocal log right here. I just got to run over and I've got to push the console. Once I push this console, then I got to go out and I got to push the console. Well, I got to reinstall the blue cookie. Blue cookie gets installed. And then after blue cookie, we go back in. And we push the button so that blue cookie is activated. It's a pretty simple process. It shouldn't take us too much effort, I don't think. There's the filtrum system, so we gotta flip around this thing right here. And this is kind of an objective that they don't really flag for you, but I think you do have to do it. Maybe they flag it later once you put in all the mainframe cores, but I'd rather get it done on the way if I can.
Spiritus filtrum coolant module offline.
Attempt reconnection? I'm pretty sure that guy's voice is the voice of the guy from like How It's Built.
Spiritus filtrum coolant module online.
Oh.
Filtrum coolant system operating at 75%.
We're headed home. We're gonna be the hell out of here. Everybody we know and love in space is dead, but it's cool cause we're not dead. That's how ultimately I judge every adventure. But like, yeah, I did lose a lot of comrades, but I made it. Haha. It's because I'm a selfish, horrible human being. Well, I've cracked my visor again. Let's keep cooking. I ain't turning down the boost for nothing. Turn down for what? Turn down for nothing, Lil John. Turn down for nothing. At least there wasn't a rogue AI involved. I just wanted to add that to the overall experience. Like, I'm pretty happy they didn't go like the rogue AI has tried to kill us all route. I don't know, it seems cliche at this point. Like, we built a robot to help us survive in space and help us grow space ivy. It's actually poison ivy if you wanted to know. It's to keep people from rubbing it on themselves and sniffing it too much. That's what you get. Stop looking at the foliage. Want to look at the foliage, you gotta pay the toll. Want to get that foliage, you gotta pay the foliage. Meh, I feel okay about our oxygen levels. Let's go slot in another cookie. We really gotta work on this artificial gravity thing, too. I've always felt like you could do it by having a wheel. And somebody's probably already proposed this. I'm not into sci-fi stuff. But just thinking about it, like, intuitively, you could have a wheel, like a hollow wheel. And then inside of that, there would be platforms perpendicular to the walls, and then that would spin, kind of. And that would generate down push on people who are walking on those perpendicularities. And then it would just be a series of a lot of ladders or something. I don't know. Or I mean, just with regards to scale, you could just make them larger. Maybe it's a purple cookie. I don't know if it's a purple cookie or a blue cookie. I have trouble with those colors. It looks kind of purple now. Maybe it's just the lighting, though. Because everything else in Mobilis was blue. Alright, so that's done. I'm gonna snag myself a quick water bottle on the way back.
Data transmission received. Sender, Hardiman Aerospace Flight Commander Romero, Brian. 9 July 2037.
Commander Oshima, if you are receiving this communication, you will follow disaster protocol and have successfully repaired the mainframes required for EEV launch and Earth re-entry. It is imperative that you download all communications, network logs, and Spiritus mainframe activity data before you come home. EEV-3 is online and standing by, Commander. Over.
So we did Spiritus. I think we did Solaris. Mobilis we gotta push the button on. So let me push Mobilis. And once Mobilis has been pushed over here, we'll give it a go for getting down into the EVA evacuation protocol thingamadooby. Alright, let's rocket on forwards and get this thing finished off. I think we'd have to sort out the gravity problem anyways at some point, simply based on the fact that, like, human bodies weaken in space. And so eventually we'd atrophy to the point where it'd be ugly to spend like an absurd amount of time a day working out just to offset the atrophy. And you've got to hit every single muscle group and things like that, which we just kind of naturally get by being in a constant gravitized environment. I'm calling it gravitized. I don't know if that's the word, but that's what I'm calling it. If you don't like it, oh well, gravitized. Alright, so we'll swing around this beezy right here. Suit's a little the worse for wear.
Mobilis Filtrum Coolant Module offline.
Okay, so it looks like I did them all, but we're gonna get this one last. I'm glad I didn't run around.
Coolant module online. And for Filtrum Coolant System operating at 100%.
Guess I'm gonna bump my wall on the way around. Just for old time's sake, before we go back to Earth, I gotta make the suit look as gnarly as possible so that people know like I've been through some shit. We can't go back down there in like a pristine spacesuit. Nobody will respect us. Alright, so let's find this EVA launch center. It was down below the mainframes, I think, so this should be easy enough, I guess. And it looks like we can pick any of the 3 pods that are left. It doesn't really matter which one we decide to go for. Okay, so that's done. Did I need to reconnect this right here before I do anything else? No, it says it's ready to launch. Okay. Well then, let's get down here. And which pod do I... Somebody already took number 1, so I guess I'm going to do number 2. Unless it won't let me, unless it's mean to me. I like the number 2 pod better. Where's the number 2 pod? Can I not take the number 2 pod? That's upsetting. I wanted to make I wanted the number 2 pod just for the potential poop jokes. Damn it. No number 2 pod. Developers, you did this to me on purpose, didn't you? You're like, nope, no poop jokes. This is our serious narrative-driven game. No poop jokes. This is space. Physics. Serious stuff.
Hand for Administer Series 4, version 2.3. 9 July 2037. Intelligentsia system memory backup and data transfer complete. Hand for Administer white box enabled. Eject sequence complete. Location beacon active. Cerebrum deactivation sequence complete. Core systems offline. Adr1ft North Star 4 Salvus EEV launch commencing in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Survivor detected. Hardeman Aerospace North Star 4. Commander, Oshima, Alex. Vital signs, stable. Personal data transmission received. Sender, Hudson, Emily. 9 July 2037.
Alex. I'm here at Hardeman with the other families. How could you let this happen? How can Elizabeth, the others, be gone? I've always accepted you unconditionally, as one of my own. I don't know how or if that's even possible now. It's time to come home and face the consequences of your actions, Alex. I hope you've done the right thing, the respectful thing for the crew, for these families. Elizabeth. Goodbye, Alex.
Sounds like it was our fault. Like we pushed production or something and this happened. That would suck. To go back home a villain. Ugh. Career ruined. Everybody you know dead. That'd be weak. It would not be the best day. I liked it. To be honest, I thought it was cool. I think some of the traversable distances were a little bit long, and that the damage system was definitely whack. But aside from that, it was an enjoyable little game. I would have liked a little bit more closure about what actually happened in the game, like what happened to the station specifically. But I guess leaving it open to interpretation just from the logs that we had, it sounds like she had ideas for how to maximize output to get things done faster for Luna 2, and something went wrong. I mean, Elizabeth filed a report against us asking for a change, basically a vote of no confidence from the crew. Voice acting was incredible, so well done there. But aside from that, kind of a bittersweet game because you survived, but everybody you know is dead. Everything is just, you're not going home to like applause or anything like that. You're going home to probably stand before some kind of tribunal, and at the bare minimum, your career is over because you pushed it, you didn't follow orders, and that's it. Either way. My name is Splattercat. This game is called Adrift. Can't help but feel a little bit melancholic at the end of this one, but I think that's the point. I'll see y'all later. Hi to everybody.